In this video, I'm going to cover 7 ACT-like problems that involve percents. So here it reads, a price tag on a coat says $75. Jim has a coupon that will give him 25% off. What is the price of the coat after the discount? Now, one way to solve this is to figure out what 25% of 75 is, and then subtract that from 75. So if I do 75 times 0.25, I have to change the percent to decimal by dividing it by 100. And that comes out to 1875. Then I can take the 75 and subtract the 1875. And that's going to give me 56.25. Now the other way to think of this is if he's taking 25% off, he's paying 75% of it. So I can just take 75, the dollar amount, times 0.75. That's 75%, change it to decimal. And that will give me the 56.25 right away. Okay, so two techniques. The second one is a little bit faster. So the first one I figured out what was 25% of $75, which was $18.75, and subtract that from the $75, give you $56.25. Or you can think if I'm taking 25% off, I'm paying 75% of the total. So 75% of $75 is $56.25. This one reads, after a 30% discount, the price of a watch is $170. What was the price of the watch before the discount? Alright, so this one's a little bit different. We don't want to know the final price. We want to know the original price. So how to set that up is we're going to use X for the original price. So X, and I want to subtract 30% of X, or 0.3X. So I'm subtracting 30% of the original price, and then the final price was 170. And on the left hand side I have like terms 1x minus 0.3x. 1 minus 0.3 is 0.7. So 0.7x equals 170. And I divide both sides by 0.7 to get the x by itself. And x will equal 242.86. So $242.86 was the original price. After a 30% discount, it was down to 170. This one says a price tag on a watch says $150. Today is double discount day. You will receive 30% off the listed price and then 30% off the discounted price. What will be the price of the watch after both discounts? So I could figure out what 30% of 150 is and subtract it from 150. And then take that price, find 30% of that, and subtract that from that price. But I want to do it the shortcut way. So if I'm getting 30% off, that means I'm paying 70%. So it's going to be 150 times 0.7. Okay, so this is our new discounted price. And then from there, I want to take 30% off, or other words, I'm keeping 70% of what I have right here. So it's be multiplying by another 0.7. So 150 times 0.7 times 0.7, that's going to give me $73.50. Remember, this is the shortcut way. Otherwise, you could just take 30% of 150. Which is $45. Take the 150 minus 45. They'll give you 105. Then find 30% of 105, which equals 31 50, and then subtract the 3150 from the 105. And that gives you 7350. So like I said, the first way is easier if you can think of it that way. Otherwise, you have to take the 30% off of each price and subtract it. This one says there is a bin of 240 marbles. If somebody comes by and takes 3/8 of the marbles out of the bin, how many did they take? So here we're doing of. So I want to know what's 3/8 of 240. So I simply just do 240 times 3/8. And that will give me 90. So this person took out 90 marbles out of 240. So this one says there is a bin of 240 marbles. If someone comes by and takes 1/6 of the marbles out of the bin, how many are left in the bin? Alright, so again, I could take 1/6 of 240 and subtract that from 240. Or you can just say, if I have 240, I'm taking 1/6 out, 5/6 are staying. I can just multiply that, which will give me 200. This one says John took a trip and used 2/5 of the gas that was in the car. If he used 6 gallons, how many gallons did he have at the beginning of the trip? Alright, so he used 2/5 of some amount of gas. So that's unknown, so that's going to be X. And that amounted to 6 gallons. So 2/5 of X equals 6 is how you set it up. Now you want to solve for X, so when we have a fraction, we multiply by the reciprocal on both sides. So that means just flip it over, 5/2. Multiply both sides by that. This will cancel out over here to 1, so 1x is equal to 15. So I originally had 15 gallons of gas in the tank. Used 2/5 of it. 2/5 of 15 was the 6 gallons. So it says Devon bought a new calculator for his math class. He bought the calculator at a price of 2/5 off the original price of 120. He paid a sales tax of 8.5% on the discounted price and gave the clerk 4 $20 bills. How much change will he get? So here is 2/5 off the original price of 120. So if he's taking 2/5 off, we're keeping 3/5. That's going to be the new discounted price. If we're paying the sales tax of 8.5%, I'm going to change that to 1.085. So that's going to take the 120 times 3/5. That's going to be our discounted price. Then I'm going to multiply it by 1.085, which will multiply it by 1 to give me the 120 plus 8.5% of 120, all wrapped up in one equation. So if I do that, that's going to give me $78.12. That's going to be the discounted amount plus the tax. If he gives the clerk 4 $20 bills, that's $80. So 80 minus 78.12 will give me $1.88.